Hello, trying to do another video. Oh man, opening my mouth and now I'm like, I know it'd be so hard to talk. Uh, but I saw a comment 2 days ago. I wanted to say something then, but I was like, I just don't have the voice. I got kind of something back. God damn. But this was from Unpopular Thoughts. I encourage people to go check out his channel. I mean, urgently check out his channel. I mean, great work. Just go check him out. But I wanted to probably, well, no, not probably. I wanted to comment on some things that he has said in his comment about Jussie Smollett. I did Jussie Smollett 2. I was thinking about doing Jussie Smollett 3, but I don't know. I don't know. But what Unpopular Thought said is he just cost the Democrats the next election single-handedly. And now, he's got reasons for saying that, but remember, we gotta keep in mind the Democrats are in two camps here. We've got your establishment, which is your partisan voters and partisan establishment hacks, and then you've got your Justice Democrats, which are more social minded. They want to work for the people, so they take small donors, not big donors. Okay, but no one's perfect. But there are two camps. But it gives credence to what I've said before. How do you tell the difference? You can't. You just see blue and hope for the best. There are ways. But let's move on. His hatred for Trump was too extreme that it drove him to do this, thinking it's going to help Democrats in their anti-lynching agenda laws, and it backfired so bad. Now, I have to honestly say, for Unpopular Thoughts, that's an assertion. There's no, right now, clear evidence of that. And in truth, it's truly not important, But, in the overall grand scheme of individual things, it's not important. But when it comes to the outlook of political and social movements, it's real important. Wow. Okay. Now, we don't know if he had that much hate for Trump. We don't know. I mean, a lot of people don't like, and a lot of people say hate when they mean extremely dislike. Hate, hate is when you just don't care. You're gonna get the job done, like the dude in I think it was Charlottesville that he drove his car through the crowd of people. That's hate. You know, that's hate. You just know you can get away with whatever because you got mob mentality. You got somebody on your back, and you hate someone that much. You're gonna drive into a crowd of people hoping to get that one person. He didn't. He got someone else. But and we don't know if it was the anti-lynching or anything like that. We don't know. We don't know if there are any anti-lynching laws or anything. It sucks that it has to be something that's been placed out now. Cory Booker was arguing on behest of getting some put in place, but he didn't really argue for it to be in place. Just argue that lynchings have happened and they're bad. That's really all Cory Booker did. Uh, let's see. It says, okay, now a lot of voters will show their disgust at the next poll. Vote and vote Republican because Jussie kind of exposed the Democrats in a way that has changed a lot of people's minds about continuing to vote for a party that rushed to the defense of Jussie. Okay, as it's another, not favorable thing. It's another bad thing. Those are the words that popped in my head. It's a bad thing to assert. They're going to show their disgust at the next poll. You don't know that. You don't know what people are going to do. They might just forget about this. I mean, that happened, but that had nothing to do with this. A lot of people like to compartmentalize things. And there are some people that are single issue voters, single issue. So what you'll see is, I'm going to vote for Trump. Well, I was going to vote Democrat, but I don't like what Jussie did. And those are idiots. They're fucking idiots. They are. And they're idiots because to vote on something based on that when you can easily counter it with Jesse never ran over anybody and killed them. Jesse's never fired guns out of the building, killing others. Jesse never said, I'm going to vote for Trump because my Muslim boyfriend cheated on me. So you got to compare and contrast. Anybody's going to do that stupid stuff, they're fucking stupid. They are. And if they don't know they're stupid, it's because they're too damn stupid to know they're stupid. Crazy people don't know they're crazy. They see life regular. They think they got a grip on things. Sane people, they don't know if they're crazy or if they're sane. They don't know. But people call them crazy because they have a different idea. So it's hard to, it's not right to assert what people are going to do based on something that we don't know how they feel about. I find that wrong. And he didn't necessarily expose anything bad about the Democrats when you think about it. All right? Not really. The Democrats did rush to his defense. To me, that's a good thing. It's why they rushed to his defense. That's when it gets murky. But right now, we only got, in general, why they rushed, which is positive stuff. So think about that. Think about the positivity of it. Then he says, if you can believe this hoax without question, what faith should the Americans, or I would say U.S. citizens or U.S. Americans, have in believing they are competent in dealing with important issues when they can't spot an obvious hoax that 95% of American people spotted since day one? Now, look, granted, the moment I heard it, I was like, that's just too much. I was like, that's too much. You beat him down, call him gay, call him a nigger, call him, you get the noose around his neck, you pour the bleach on him, you beat him down some more. MAGA country. Leave. That's too much. Now, granted, I'm going to have to agree with unpopular thoughts on how the fuck didn't you see that coming? Come on now. That legitimately, as if any president comes in, they come into the office wearing a red, white, and blue suit with an eagle perched on their shoulder, 2 full metal jacket prepared soldiers on either side, a sexy woman leading behind 3 steps. Let's go to the Japanese rule. 3 steps behind, with the American anthem, all of them, playing at the same time, and the United States flag waving off of the other shoulder with a crowd of people carrying a large one behind. That's how he come to work every day. Or she. If you can't find something suspect with that, and that person's going to run for office, then something's wrong with you. So, the fact that they didn't spot the hoax fast, that is alarming. Yet, the fact that they saw this guy or heard of this guy being hurt up in such a horrific way, and they jumped on the bandwagon of his defense, that's good. I'm talking to all of you, not just unpopular thoughts. They rushed to the defense of a gay man. All right? That would not have happened 10 years ago. You got to keep that in mind. 10 years ago, that would not have happened. They rushed to the aid and defense of a black man. That's still hard to come by today, unless that person is killed, so they can use it as fodder or tools against police officers. Never citing that it's racism. Never cite that it's racism when they kill a black person. They just say it's bad training. Just keep that in mind. Keep that privilege in mind. They came to the rescue of somebody that I believe has spoken. I think they've spoken in positive aspects of Black Lives Matter. Democrats, especially progressive Democrats, went to the aid of this person. So, and so this guy, Jussie Smollett, he did jack things up real bad, but he exposed that there's a lot more caring in political circles. There's a lot more caring being voted in. Whereas otherwise, it would have been like it was a tragic situation. We hope the best for him. And we hope that whoever did this is brought to justice. And then they move on, never to speak of it again. So just keep in mind about how positive it is. I also want to say, this is what I was going to put in Jussie Smollett 3, but I'm going to say it here. I'm still going to watch Empire. Jussie Smollett's character is still one of my top favorite characters next to Taraji. All right. And I see on my screen, black on black crime is normal behavior. Light skin love is live. So I'm going to check that out when I'm done saying all this and hitting the stop button. Maybe I'll get there in time to say something or listen a little bit. But I just want, if I heard it, I don't recall ever hearing his music, but if I did, I would still listen to it. You know, just like I would R. Kelly. And I don't really care too much for either of these mugs right now. I really don't. But I like good music. I like good TV, and I like good acting. When Jesse's pulled away from, the show, he don't come back, fine. They'll find somebody new. When R. Kelly produces no more albums, I hear nothing new. I'll still listen to his old stuff. Because in truth, if I want to do this to everybody, I'm not listening to any music, period. I'm not watching any wrestling. I'm not going to vote for anybody. I'm not doing anything for anything. Because everybody does some old racist stuff. They said some stupid stuff. They've done some stupid stuff. They've been on the wrong side of certain small issues here and there that matters majorly to small groups of people that are marginalized, needlessly marginalized. Everybody's done something so stupid and egregious that there's no point in even trying to even deal with them. So, how do you pick and choose? You can't do for one and then not the other. So you might as well just deal. And however these people decide to handle them, handle them. Social justice isn't true justice, but it's not as blind as Lady Justice. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.